Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. Today I have my decorated pages, a variety of pens, including a Muji, my friction, and two dot markers. I have my HB90 notebook so that I can access all of my Kanban board tasks. And then I have my planner that holds my current in progress Kanban board tasks, as well as some other things that we will get to in a minute. So the first thing that I like to do is update my in progress Kanban board that lives in my planner. I do have a couple of tasks that I completed in July that can still get moved over to the July completed page in my HB90 notebook. And I am so excited about how full that page is and how much I actually got accomplished, both with making all the plans and our basement. I did also finish two videos in August, which I don't think is bad since it's August 4th, and I will be posting my third and fourth videos of the month today. But once I get my completed tasks moved over to the HB90 notebook to the July or August page, I will then go back through and reorder those post-it notes that are already on the in progress board. And that's because I like to have my videos in chronological order just so I can stay on track easier and my brain doesn't have to do as much mental work to figure out what's next. Once I get those completed tasks moved over and things reorganized by date, I will flip back to my page that has my to-do items in it. Again, that part lives in my HB90 notebook. The only thing that lives in my planner are those tasks that I am currently working on this week. I like to have about 2 weeks worth of videos on my in progress Kanban board. And these are videos that I won't necessarily finish and publish this week, but they are things that I want to start working on. So that could include scripting, some B-roll, some videoing, things like that. I will also look at my home tasks and see if there are any that I need to move over from that. I do still need to sweep the basement and do like one more organization of it. I did order some cabinets for the dining room that will come next week, and then all of the kitchen stuff will be able to get moved out of the basement into the dining room, which will be great because the dining room is right off the kitchen, so it will be easier to access those items, and also it'll just be less items stored in the basement. I did add some cement work that needs to be done, so we'll see if I can get to all of it with soccer season in full swing now. I did make some progress on the tasks for this week and next week, so I'll go ahead and mark that off, and then we can move on to our planner spread. I'm not sure about you, but I'm not good about flipping around in my planner once the week starts. So I try to have everything I possibly can on my weekly spread. And that includes all the videos that I want to work on throughout the week. So the first thing I'm going to do is just copy the themes or the titles of all of my videos into the sidebar. So I'll write making all the plans and then I'll put the 10 videos that I want to touch in some way, shape, or form over in the sidebar. I'm also going to go ahead and write those admin tasks that I really want to work on this week, which will include printing stickers, income and expenses, and the Sunday reset. I haven't been great about adding those things into the sidebar, but I really need to make sure I start hitting those admin tasks each week, so I'm going to start including them in the sidebar when necessary. The next section is home, and again, that is sweeping the basement, organizing the basement, and working on some cement work that I need to do on the exterior of our house. Then lastly, I need to do an Amazon return and some back to school shopping while it is still the tax-free holiday here. So now that I have that written in the sidebar, I'm going to go ahead and open my planner to my monthly meal plan section. This video will probably come out later today over how I make this plan. It's very bare bones. It's just meal planning. There's no decoration. I just didn't have time for that, but I did need to make a plan for the month because of soccer season. So again, that video will either come out later today or first thing tomorrow. I am going to do things a little bit differently in my weekly planner than I have lately, but life is starting to get really busy, so I'm trying to make it a little more streamlined, which includes having my meal plans right here on my weekly spread instead of having to look somewhere else in my planner or remembering or having a note in my notes app. I want it all here on the same page. So I am going to draw a few lines. The bottom section here in that calendar item area will be for my dinner items. And then I'm also going to draw another line that will give me space to put all of my kids' activities. The majority of the kids' activities will now fall in the evenings, so it makes it easier visually that they'll all be towards the bottom of that box. But it was just getting confusing, everything mixed in with my own appointments and meetings. So I'm going to try this week and see if it helps me stay focused on my own tasks and agenda a little bit better. So I'm going to start by writing in all of my calendar items for the week before I write in my meal plan. The funny part about laying it out this way is I really don't have very much going on, so I feel less overwhelmed when I do this. I do still need to help my daughter get to and from soccer, and of course, I will go watch scrimmages and games, but this feels much less overwhelming than having it all mixed together where I'm not clear what tasks I actually have. When I was the sole driver for all of the events, it did make sense for me to incorporate everything together. A lot of times I would just sit at practice and work. So it made sense that it was all mushed together. But now that I am only having to drive here and there, I feel better having it separated out. Hopefully that makes sense, but you do it the way that it makes sense to you. But don't be afraid to try some new things. So let's move into the meal planning. Again, I did this monthly meal plan. The video will come out shortly, but I wanted to walk through how I actually use this monthly meal plan. So for Monday, I had Italian subs scheduled. That will work. Tuesday, I had leftovers scheduled, and that won't work because we don't have any leftovers. So instead, we'll do hamburgers on Tuesday, which means just moving hamburgers up one day. On Wednesday, I'm going to throw in chicken and rice because chicken was on sale and I bought some extra, so I need to use it up or throw it in the freezer. So I'll go ahead and use that up. On Thursday, we'll stick with stuffed shells. And then on Friday, my daughter and I actually will be eating out. So we'll push those Hawaiian beef sliders to Saturday, which is a good shift eating meal, which will be good since both kids have scrimmages on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we will have grilled steak together as a family. So instead of spending a half an hour putting together a meal plan for the week, I was able to just move it right over, make a few minor modifications, and plop it into my calendar for the week. Then I'll come back in and write in my calendar items for myself. And I do apologize for the fly that's flying around. And it may be a little disjointed because my son was talking to me at this point, and I am never going to turn my teenager away because that means that I may not talk to him again for a week. So if you have teenagers, I am sure that you understand that you take the time that you can get when you get it. So last but not least, I am going to start writing in my tasks. The ones with the brown dots, those are for making all the plans. The ones with the green dots are home or personal tasks. But I start by looking at each of the videos in the sidebar and figuring out what needs to be done when. So for example, the monthly meal planning video, it just needs to be edited. So on Monday, I will edit the monthly meal plan video. I will edit this video. I'll record the 5-minute audit and edit it. I'll also do a printable for the 5-minute audit, I'm hoping. But I will just continue to work through each of those videos and assigning them to a specific day of the week. So for each video, just as a reminder, those tasks include scripting, videoing, editing, and scheduling. For the most part, the editing and scheduling is kind of combined into one when I'm thinking about the tasks that I need to write down on my planner, because I sit down, I edit it, and then I don't stop until it is scheduled and ready to go. I am trying to get a little bit ahead again on my videos. I'm kind of right on schedule at the current time, and I need to get at least a few days ahead. I am traveling a bit in September, so it will be imperative that I am almost a week ahead of schedule at that point. So if I can get a day or two ahead each week until then, everything will stay on schedule. Once I get all of my making all the plans tasks scheduled in, I will then come back in and drop in my weekly home blessing and all the other home tasks that I'm hoping to complete this week. I need to keep in mind what days the scrimmages are. So Thursday will be a light day as well as Saturday. However, I tend to group all of my to-do items for the weekend together. So Saturday will most likely be all of the home tasks that I need to complete, and Sunday will be all the making all the plans tasks that I need to complete. But that doesn't necessarily mean that some of the making all the plans tasks won't be done on Saturday and some of the home tasks will be done on Sunday. I am toying with when I need to take time off for this week since I have a dentist appointment, my daughter has a doctor's appointment, and I would like to go to the morning scrimmage for my daughter on Thursday. So those things are just rolling around in the back of my head. If I can take a small chunk of time off and get a ton accomplished, then I'll do that. So this is my spread for this week. I do keep my work tasks separate, partially because of privacy reasons, and also because we have a ton of systems we use for work, and I don't want to bring in one more system to track my work tasks. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'll go ahead and get the spread in my planner, and then before I close my planner for the day, I am going to go back to my monthly spread and drop in all of the kids' games and scrimmages. And I'm just going to use these black boxes from Proud Sticker Designs. But I want you to note how open and free my schedule looks right now. And then by the time that I'm done, it's a little overwhelming, especially those days that have two black boxes on them. But thanks for coming along with me. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. This is my spread for the week. I hope that everyone has a productive week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.